Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How are you people doing here? Back again with another video here, and I kind of want to talk about this topic while it's still fresh up in my mind. And obviously today, you people read the title of the video here, and the title of this video is why Manchester United are setting Erik ten Hag up for failure. Okay, because obviously it's been a couple of days since United suffered another humiliating defeat in the Champions League group stage, this time at the hands of Galatasaray, a club that United should have definitely won against 100%. Let's be honest here, winnable game, but it's just United towards the end of the game looks like that they either were just lacking motivation and they just looked like they wanted to give away the game to Galatasaray. Okay, that's what it feels like. And despite the loss to Galatasaray, I still back Erik ten Hag as a fan. And let me explain to people why in this video. Because you see, from the time that Sir Alex Ferguson left United, I feel like that United needs to really just let a manager do his thing. Kind of like how they let Sir Alex Ferguson do his thing from the class of 92. You know, if you people remember the class all the way back in 1992 when Sir Alex Ferguson himself, you know, when United actually gave Fergie time to build a team, and look where it led to. It led to United being a dominant club, you know, winning all the Premier League trophies, winning 2 Champions League trophies under Sir Alex Ferguson. It was really because of United at that time being patient with Sir Alex Ferguson, and I feel like people right now are not really being patient with Ten Hag, because obviously when you look at Erik ten Hag, I personally feel like that there is way too much pressure on him right now, okay? And it's like there's only so much Ten Hag can do right now when he never gets his way. In other words, you know, maybe if the higher ups at United would stop interfering in Ten Hag's decision making and maybe actually let him build a team, you know, give him a couple of years to build another great United team, kind of like how they gave Sir Alex Ferguson time to build, you know, a really good United squad, then maybe United in the future can look forward to challenging City for a Premier League title, maybe even winning, you know, more Champions League trophies down the road. That's really what Manchester United need to do right now, because right now, you know, by pointing the finger at Ten Hag, they're not really helping the situation. I'm sorry, but if they sack Ten Hag here, it's honestly going to be the dumbest thing ever, okay? Because I for the record, am not one of those United fans that's calling for the sacking of Ten Hag, just because I feel like I know a thing or two about football, and especially about football management. And one thing I can say is, you know, if only Ten Hag would be given more time, if only he'd maybe be given, maybe if he would get the players he actually wants to get, then maybe United would be in a better shape right now than what they currently are in, because it feels like this season at United is nothing but a complete train wreck. In other words, a sinking ship. That's what it feels like with this year's Manchester United team, because United, they have seriously regressed as a football club compared to last year, because last year United, they were, in my opinion, in way better shape than what they are in now, because obviously right now this season has been one big, massive, so far epic failure. And I feel like the reason for that is because, you know, Ten Hag didn't get the players he wants. And I feel like that's the main reason why United are not getting the results, why they are barely winning any games right now, is just because of that. And that's what I think, you know, people should realize here, especially what I think Manchester United fans should consider before, you know, next time they say, oh, Ten Hag out, or time to sack Ten Hag. Like, be careful what you wish for, because, you know, for example, when United had Mourinho as manager, because if you want to know who's the most successful manager United have had in the post-Fergie years, it would have to be Mourinho, simply because, yes, he led United to a Europa League victory, which is like the biggest thing United have done in the last 10 years, and all that stuff. And in my honest opinion, Mourinho, he's actually a footballing genius, okay? And it makes me realize here, what if United actually gave Jose Mourinho more time? What if United were actually more patient with Mourinho, just as how they were patient with Fergie? Then maybe Mourinho could have lasted longer at United. Maybe he could have actually led United to a Champions League victory. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, you know, Mourinho, throughout a footballing history, if there is one football manager that actually knows a thing or two about football, and one that knows how to actually build a team from the ground up, it would have to be none other than the legend himself, Jose Mourinho. And that's the reason why I have so much respect for Mourinho as a football manager, is because, especially after what he did with Porto back in 2004, when he built that Porto team from the ground up in order to, you know, conquer the Champions League. And I just think to myself, what if Mourinho actually maybe, you know, would have, if if he would have just had more support, because I feel like that it was kind of messed up for United to sack Mourinho, especially considering how much of a legend of a manager he is, especially after what he did with Porto back in 2004. That I think to myself, if United would have just let Mourinho get the players he wants, if they would have just supported him and fully backed him, then maybe Mourinho could have led United to a Champions League victory. I'm just saying this, man, because it's like, United are stuck in this cycle where they hire a manager only for them to sack him after a year or two because of poor results. But it makes me realize here, what's causing those poor results? Is it really the manager's fault, or is it really just the fact that United, the higher ups at United, never want to give full control to a manager? And I feel like that's the main reason what's preventing United from being a successful team in the post-Fergie years, because obviously a lot of players that we have on this squad, obviously they should be sold. Players like Van de Beek, McTominay, Martial, they, in my opinion, all needs to be sold. And I think it's time United move on from them, because obviously Martial, he hasn't been the same player at United that he once was. I don't know why, but obviously it sucks, because I was a big fan of Martial. I remember when he still made his debut for United, and it was really exciting. I thought Martial was going to be the future cornerstone for Manchester United and all that. But now it just seems like that Martial has completely lost his form, and McTominay and Van de Beek, obviously, I feel like that United needs to really sell them and all that stuff, and actually get a good midfielder to complement Casemiro and Fernandes as well, because that's really what United need in midfield right now, is a holding midfielder. And unless United land a holding midfielder that can, basically really just, control and command the midfield, then United are going to continue to be stuck in losing, because Bruno Fernandes, he's a cam at best, and Casemiro, his natural position is obviously a CDM, okay? Fernandes and Casemiro, they are not holding midfielders, okay? They are basically midfielders whose Casemiro's job is mainly to break up the counterattacks, while Bruno Fernandes' job is to really just be that offensive type of midfielder. So that's the reason why I think United need to get an actual good midfielder, a proven one that can really complement them, because right now, as where it currently stands with Manchester United, Ten Hag obviously receiving all the blame, but you can't really completely blame it all on Ten Hag when, like I said, man, Ten Hag, if you want Ten Hag to succeed at United, you need to let him get the players he wants without interfering in it, okay? I don't understand why it's so hard to understand that, but it just feels like that for the higher ups at United, it's too much for them to understand. And I guess that's the reason why United, once again, are basically stuck in losing, and why, we just want to see our club succeed at the end of the day and win a Champions League trophy. So, yeah, basically the bottom line, the only thing I have to say is be patient with Ten Hag, back him as manager, and, maybe if you actually just learn to be patient with him, like how people were patient with Sir Alex Ferguson when he first joined United, then maybe Ten Hag can become the next great manager at United for the first time since Sir Alex Ferguson. So that's pretty much the video here. Like, comment, subscribe. See ya.